I see a lot of red around me. I'm getting the word heart.
Okay, so you see a lot of red around you?
I think I'm inside a heart.
Out of the heart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or I am a heart.
Oh,
Or I'm in.
let us know what do you sense? What around you?
Well, there's like the big thump that is like pulsing, and then there's all these little pulses, little whooshes of blood running through the ventricles, and there's all these. It's quite hard to explain. I've never had to explain how it is to be a heart.
You don't have to explain your physical way or a medical way. Just see yourself or just sense if you're able to move through the heart. Are you able to move, with the blood?
It's like it's all automatic. It's all automatic. It all just happens. The movement and the vibration and the pulse.
Can you control it, or can you change it?
Yeah, it's like I have like that. All the movement and stuff is the physical movement is all done from the body. But I think I'm like the brain in my heart, if that makes sense. I'm like my heart's brain. That sounds ridiculous. But it's like I don't deal with the physical bit. I do kind of. So God, it's really challenging. It's like I'm the bit that controls all the messages that go everywhere.
Oh, okay.
So I send out pulses.
Oh, okay.
To the brain, and I communicate with the brain.
Wow.
But then I also communicate with the world outside the body. I don't actually deal with the body. I deal with like the frequency that the heart releases.
Okay.
Around the person, the body.
Suzana is not aware how a heart functions, and nor did she read a lot of metaphysical books or about magnetic fields. I'm sure both Nina and Suzana are aware of that this is so real, but just maybe we need some help, to understand how this works. It was very nice explained right now and described. Trust whatever sensations you're getting or feelings about how the heart works, and even if there are any colors or if you hear something or whatever it is, just share with us.
So it's like whenever we meet someone, our hearts gift them a frequency, and their heart gifts us a frequency, and we carry it within ourselves, within our fields. Yeah. And you collect these frequencies from all these different people, these different energies. And sometimes you can get too cluttered. You can have a lot of clutter in there, and you have to try and cleanse it.
So how do you cleanse this clutter from your somatic field? Because you kind of have control over your field or over your heart, as you said before. So how do you do that?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But it's like this frequency that we give off. It's like a fingerprint on your soul.
Oh, okay.
It's like they leave a fingerprint on your soul with their heart. Like this completely individual frequency that intermingles with your own and has the potential to do anything. It can destroy, it can create, it can create an entire new frequency of its own by intertwining both frequencies and sharing that with the world, very much like how a baby comes into the world.
So is this your role, the role of those, let's say, brains in your heart or whatever this is?
I'm like the consciousness of the heart.
Consciousness of
the heart's consciousness and the awareness. I'm the part that recognizes the soul's frequency, the soul's matches, and the energies that are compatible with the soul.
So when does this heart consciousness appear? Does it exist all the time, or is it there all the time?
Yeah, the heart's always conscious. It's always there, but it's not utilized in the way it can be. It's not used to its full potential as the mind seems to take over the function of the heart. We've been programmed to listen to what our minds tell us, and we very much ignore what it is our hearts are trying to guide us through and to. But it's always there, and it's always expanding and growing. Sometimes it can be felt, and it's known as a heart awakening, which Nina has experienced. But yes, the frequencies that she has collected from other hearts are imprinted with hers.
What are those frequencies there for that she collected? What are they doing with her heart for? What does this feel to have these frequencies?
They assist her. They assist her with her sort of understanding of wisdom. I've got so many words that pop into my head, but it's hard to I've got so many words that want to pop into my head, but it's like I can't. Hearts are obviously very conscious, but they're not very articulate.
If a word comes up, you can just say it out loud, even though it's not a sentence. Just, if a word comes up, just say it. Just express it. You can later do the building up the sentence.
Okay, so these frequencies that you connect with, they're for your growth and for your soul learning. They're for you to understand what lessons your soul needs to learn and what your soul is going to learn throughout each lifetime. So that's why you collect these frequencies, and sometimes over time you can let them go, and other times they just stick around. Sometimes they stick around for longer than they should because you've not learned the lesson that was involved in the connection. other times they stick around for a reason. And sometimes they stick around not because you're consciously aware of how someone else's frequency, how you have affected someone else's heart frequency. Sometimes somebody else's frequency sticks with you because they're holding on to your frequency, and you can pick up on that.
You need to allow those frequencies to get in, or?
Yeah, I think what I'm getting is that people usually cut the cords from the etheric cords that happen between people, but what I'm understanding is that you shouldn't do that.
Why?
That you should keep the cords connected to you so you can fully learn the lesson that's involved. And if you cut the cord too soon, you're breaking the connection, the lesson, the contract, and so it's something that your soul is going to have to learn later on.
Like a learning process being interrupted?
Yeah. So when you interfere and cut cords, it can affect your soul in that
Does
way.
it affect other souls too? Or the soul which is to you, or?
I think when you cut these cords, it is going against what your soul needs to learn to grow.
So let's ask your heart, or just let me describe, what do you see now? Anything, or are you more into feeling it? That.
Yeah, it's like I can feel the pulse, and yeah, I just get a sort of impressions of things opening and closing, and like when it's like when you are with somebody you don't love, or like when you fall out of love, the frequency that was once given out it's retracted, but the chord's still there, so you still have a connection. However, the heart frequency just kind of fades. The imprint is still left, which is why you still feel the emotions, but the frequency is retracted. This is the impressions I'm getting at the moment. But when you love someone, and you truly love someone, like a soulmate or a twin flame, like a real heart and soul connection, the frequency that is given off is perpetually given off, and that frequency can be felt through time, space, dimension, everything. It is constant, and it is eternal, and it can never be cut, it can never be retracted. It's just continual. It stays with you, which is why it's such an intense connection.
So accepting that connections that a heart has to other heart.
Yeah.
Consciousness.
Yeah.
So where's the main connections, How does this heart awareness or heart consciousness, how does this exist? Is it connected to something bigger, something greater? Try to connect if there's this bigger connection. Where this energy comes from, so the heart consciousness can kind of exist.
It's universal, multiversal, multidimensional heart. It is the love frequency. It is it is. It's everything. It's everything that runs through everything.
Just try to connect to that everything, to that universal law, and just feel that flow of that universal law try to describe it. How does this feel?
It's big. It's vast. It's yeah, it's like it's connected to just it's oneness.
Mhm.
It's oneness. It's complete connection and acceptance and oneness. But it's like our hearts are physical manifestations of the fractals of the main cosmic heart that is oneness.
Oh my God. I just feel, this expansion of my heart right now in my chest.
Oh, amazing.
Just wanted to share that with you.
It's lovely. It's like our hearts are like these little vehicles that carry this massive, big, lovely oneness.
So just take a few deep breaths, so that we can. It's like every breath is like you would start a machine, and with each breath, this machine is more powerful. This is how you can use the breath right now. Just take a few deep breaths in and out.
Can I go to the toilet again?
Yes, of course. Just imagine yourself connecting to that multiversal, universal heart consciousness. Just feeling this oneness, and it's like being connected with these columns of love, and the love is floating, in both sides, and it's cleansing, and just with each and every breath, it's getting more powerful. And just take a few deep breaths. In and out, and see in your mind's eye this connection to the oneness. You maybe see some red tracks to this oneness, just connecting your heart's consciousness to this oneness. Okay.
Okay.
So you're deeply relaxed and enjoying this feeling of oneness.